there, it breaks down to an angle where Hobbs basically has Starks dead to rights, but QT is jumping on the apron, basically telling the referee to turn around to count the pin after he had been getting involved, grabbing the foot, and all that stuff. And then Hobbs jumps up and says, "Hey man, sit your ass down," essentially. And then Ricky drop kicks him in the back, runs Hobbs into QT. From there,
Schoolboy.
No, it doesn't schoolboy him, thank God. But he ducks under the clothesline, gave him the spear, beats him 1, 2, 3. And then Ricky wins. And I saw this match. I was like, I remember liking their tag team. Maybe they should have stuck to that. Like when I saw this, I was like, everyone's clamoring for Hobbs to get the big push like that. Okay. People have definitely clamored for Ricky Starks to give the big push like that, and he's going in the finals now. So you're getting it again. He's getting another chance here. But I didn't see the Juice Robinson match, but I also didn't hear anyone talking about it. And then I saw this one, and I was like, this ain't the most. Look, he ain't going through the 2000s West like in style. Like this is not that. Like this is it's kind of just limping along to the finals here. That's kind of what it feels like. So I don't know.
Do we need to just readjust our expectations on like the AEW is not going to do a New Japan Cup level of quality in their? Well, I can't even say that because they did that because last year there were. Like that Ray Phoenix and Kyle O'Reilly was fucking awesome in the tournament last year.
Yes.
There is nobody that's awesome like that this year.
Yes, and this has been a huge problem that I had with this tournament kind of from day one. I was like, all right, there's no junior heavyweights. There's no, like, luchadors. There's no, like, hybrid guys. Like, there's no, like...
Yeah, it's not like, is there a Buddy Matthews around?
Right, let's look at this tournament. I'm going to go through it again. CM Punk versus Satoshi Kojima. Two old guys, and Kojima's fine, and they were fine or whatever. The match was fine, but like as far as we're talking about excitement, not there, right? Roderick Strong, Samoa Joe. Roderick Strong's awesome. If you were gonna turn this whole thing into the Roderick Strong showcase and all that, I think Roderick Strong probably could have like satisfied the itch that I had. For wanting to see great matches. However, they scripted him to get bulldozed in the first round and put on a stretcher. So he's out of here. Samoa Joe, he's what Samoa Joe is in his mid-40s at this point. Maybe he can give you something with the small guys and all that, but you don't expect Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe's kind of found money at this point.
Yeah, he's a luxury.
Dustin and Hobbs, they weren't going to come out there and try to break the scale or anything.
Right. Did you watch that match?
No.
It was good. Dustin again busted open, or not busted open, but like he ended up he went into a post or whatever else and bladed and then like got the crowd behind him. Like that was a good match. It was a good match. It wasn't like some great thing. It was like some 4-star match, but it was a good match.
Then Ricky and Juice, I'm like, all right, these aren't guys like renowned for like how good their matches are, how great their matches are. Like these are just solid guys, and I'm like, all right.
Look, I'm done with Juice Robinson in tournament wrestling.
I've had enough.
Yeah, I've had my fill. I'm okay if I never see another tournament wrestling match from Juice Robinson ever again.
So when I run down everybody from the tournament, I'm like, where's the exciting? Like, who are the exciting people in this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, which one of them at all resembles the way Owen Hart wrestled?
Good question.
So, and I think this thing being confined to Collision kind of like lowered my interest in it. Then all the guys like it was like, fuck, we couldn't get Ray Phoenix in this thing. Fuck, we couldn't get Pac in this tournament. Fuck, we couldn't get Buddy Matthews in this tournament. Fuck, we couldn't get Kenny in this tournament, obviously because CM Punk's in the tournament, so they're not going to do that.
We couldn't get Andrade in the tournament, even though he was on the fucking first 2 episodes of the show.
Yeah, and it's just like, all right, Scorpio Sky was right there. They obviously had no idea for him. I'm going to talk about that in a couple minutes. Like, you could have put Scorpio Sky in there, I don't know. Like it was just a very kind of underwhelming. Like, oh, and then like we'll get to it later. But it's Punk versus Starks in the final, and I'm like, what am I expecting out of that?
Oh, you know what to expect out of that. GTS.
I hope everybody. Oh, can I just squash this fantasy land that people are living in that are thinking like CM Punk's about to put somebody over here? Can I squash that? Like, what do y'all think is happening right now?
CM Punk, his first week back, cut a promo alluding to wrestling the AEW World Champion. That dude's not about to lose a month in, or it's like 5 weeks in.
These people thought he was going to lose to Samoa Joe. They thought he's going to lose to Ricky Starks or turn heel against Ricky Starks. Like
the only reason to do the Joe match is to get CM Punk the W.
Look, just like as a commenter saying, Ricky Starks is going to get to shake CM Punk's hand. Look, and I don't know what that's going to do for him because ask Darby Allin how that worked out for him.
Rich, we already know how that's going to go because we saw them in a Quattros match with FTR, where neither CM Punk nor should he have, but like with Dax and Cash in there, the person that took the pin was Ricky. If you can't get Dax to take the pin or Cash to take the pin, it has to be Ricky. What makes you think that CM Punk is going to lose to Ricky?
Like. The only scenario. The only scenario.
I'm not even saying this. I'm not even saying this on some like CM Punk is WCW Hogan. I'm not saying that.
Neither am I.
That's just fucking common sense.
What I'm thinking, I think it's these very vocal CM Punk fans who want to kind of take the dial off of him. Like, oh yeah, he's gonna do a job. Don't worry about it. No, this isn't. That's fantasy land. That's make believe.
He will do jobs, but it's gonna be the top guys.
Yeah, like it's not here. Like this tournament's exactly what Dave said. Like the hero promo he did here. They're gonna try to roll him out next to Martha Hart in Calgary and all that. Like, you think he's about to turn heel in the finals? Like, doesn't that sound dumb? And if they do that, wouldn't that be dumb?
Exactly.
The only person that can win if they turn heel is Ricky. And I don't know. I don't see that happening. So after that, Miro.